とヴァンガードディアデイズ
Greetings! Mantray79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days 2. And let's begin pressing the loading game button now. Loading game and proceeding. Here we are in the main menu, going to deck build menu. Here we are in Decklist menu, and now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be going for is a Vintage Formats, Royal Paladin Clans, Soul Saver Dragon, BT03. And alright, selecting the deck, entering edit deck, and off we go. Here we are in the deck build menu, so as I mentioned before, the deck I'm building this deck profile video is a Vintage Formats, Royal Paladin Clans, Soul Saver Dragon deck, made of cards only available until BT03. And let's begin. And now, we begin with the first Vanguard. For the first Vanguard in this deck we are playing, the Grade 0, Drangal, skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the beginning of your ride phase, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Look at the top, from the top of the deck, and search for up to one card named Knight of Quest Galahad from among them. Ride it, put the rest on the bottom of the deck in any order. If you rode, you cannot normal ride during that ride phase. Alright, the Grade 0, Drangal, starting unit, we have won the deck as the first Vanguard. With that, we've covered the deck's first Vanguard. Next, let's get on to the main deck. And now for the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3s in this deck we are playing, the Grade 3, Demon Slaying Knight Lodgren. Skills, first skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the beginning of your main phase, Soul Charge 1. And this unit gets plus 2000 power until end of turn. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard or Rearguard. Cost, Soul Blast 8 and Counter Blast 5. Mega Blast. When this unit attack hits, you hit the cost. If you do, retire all of your opponent's Rearguards. And alright, Grade 3, Demon Slaying Knight Lodgren. We have 2 in the deck. Next, the Grade 3, Soul Saver Dragon. Skills, first skill, auto as a Vanguard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 3000 power until end of battle. Second skill, auto, cost, Soul Blast 5. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 3 of your Royal Paladin Rearguards, and those units get plus 5000 power until end of turn. Okie dokie, Grade 3, Soul Saver Dragon, we have 3 in the deck. And here we have the Grade 3, Knight of Godly Speed Galahad. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Vanguard or Rearguard. If you do not have a card named Knight of Tribulations Galahad, a card named Knight of Quest Galahad, and a card named Drangal in your soul, this unit gets minus 2000 power. Second skill, actions of Vanguard, cost, Counter Blast 2. If the cost is paid, if the number of your Royal Paladins in your soul is 6 or more, this unit gets plus 3000 power plus 1 critical until end of turn. Affirmative, Grade 3, Knight of Godly Speed Galahad. We have 4 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's Grade 3 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck we are playing, the Grade 2, Knight of Silence Galatine. We have 4 in the deck. Over here, the Grade 2, High Dog Breeder Akane. Skill, auto, cost, Counter Blast 2. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle or Rearguard Circle, you pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 Royal Paladin, High Beast, call the Rearguard Circle, and shuffle deck. And alright, the Grade 2, High Dog Breeder Akane. We have 3 in the deck. And here is the Grade 2, Knight of Tribulations, Galahad. Skills, first skill, auto. When a card named Knight of Godly Speed Galahad rides this unit, you may Soul Charge 2. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the beginning of your ride phase, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Search for up to 1 card named Knight of Godly Speed Galahad from among them, ride it, put the rest in the bottom of the deck in any order. If you rode, you cannot normal ride during that ride phase. Okie dokie, Grade 2, Knight of Tribulations Galahad. We have 4 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's Great 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Great 1 lineup. And now for the Great 1 lineup. For the Great 1s in this deck we are playing, the Great 1, Flash Shield Assault, Sentinel Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards with Continuous Sentinel in the deck. Second skill, Auto, cost. Choose a Royal Paladin from hand and discard it. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your Royal Paladins being attacked, and that unit cannot be hit until end of battle. Alright, the Great 1, Flash Shield Assault. We have 4 in the deck. Here we have the Great 1, Late Mid and the End. Skill, actions of Vanguard or Rearguard. Cost, rest this unit and choose a card from hand, discard it. If the cost is paid, draw a card. Okie dokie, Great 1, Late Mid and the End. We have 2 in the deck. Next up, the Great 1, Pongo. Skill, actions of Rearguard. Cost, counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul. If you have a Royal Paladin Vanguard, search your deck for up to 1 card named Soul Saver Dragon, reveal it to your opponent, put in hand, and shuffle deck. And affirmative, the Great 1 Pongo. We have 3 in the deck. And here is the Great 1, Knight of Quest Galahad. Skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the beginning of your ride phase, look at the 5 cards from the top of your deck. Search for up to 1 card named Knight of Tribulations Galahad from among them, ride it, put the rest on the bottom of the deck in any order. If you wrote, you cannot normal ride during the ride phase. And confirm, Great 1, Knight of Quest Galahad. We have 4 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's Great 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Great 0 lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers we are playing in this deck, we have the Great 0, Alabaster Owl, critical trigger. We have 4 in the deck. Next, the Great 0, Pixie Fife and Drum, stand trigger. We have 4 in the deck. Over here, the Great 0, Margal, draw trigger. Skill, actions of Rearguard, cost. Put this unit into your soul. If the cost and paid, choose up to 1 of your Royal Paladins. That unit gets plus 3,000 power until end of turn. Alrighty, the Great 0, Margal, draw trigger. We have 4 in the deck. And here we have, last but not least, the Great 0, Yggdrasil Maiden Elaine, heal trigger. We have 4 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's trigger lineup. With that, the deck's been built, card effects explained. For the cards in this deck we are playing, for the first Vanguard, 1, Great 0, Drongal, starting unit. Then for the main deck we have 2, Great 3, Demon Slay Knight Longren. 3, Great 3, Soul Saver Dragon. 4, Great 3, Knight of Godly Speed Galahad. 4, Great 2, Knight of Silence Galatine. 3, Great 2, High Dog Breeder Akane. 4, Great 2, Knight of Tribulations Galahad. 4, Great 1, Flash Shield Assault. 2, Great 1, Late Mid and Lien. 3, Great 1, Pongo. 4, Great 1, Knight of Quest Galahad. And for the triggers in this deck we are playing, 4, critical triggers. 4, stand triggers. 4, draw triggers. And 4, heal triggers. With that, deck has been built, card effects explained. Next, let's get on to testing out the deck. And here we are in the main menu, going to test out the deck. So going over to fight menu. Here we are in the fight menu, selecting CPU fight. We're here in the CPU fight menu. First, we change the fight's format from standard to vintage. And next, we equip our deck. Here, we are going to equip the deck I just showcased to you, the vintage formats, Royal Paladins, Soul Saver Dragon, BT03 deck. It all looks okay from this side, so selecting the deck, use this deck, yes I will, and Deck successfully equipped. Next, we are going to select our opponent to test this deck out on. I'm going to test this deck out on Otowa Dosaki, Kagero Clans, Hard Difficulty, and deck equipped, opponent selected. Let's begin the battle now. Pressing the fight button. The battle begins. Let's get started. And here we are in the fight, so going to decide who goes first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock to scissors, I win going first. Drawing our starting hands. I got myself a grade 2 Galahad, grade 1 Pongal, and a grade 3 Soul Saber Dragon. And a draw and a heal. Hold on to all normal units. Just gonna redraw triggers. Redraw. Grade 1 Galahad and grade 2 Akane. Not too bad. My turn. Draw. Skill of Drongal from the Vanguard Circle. Look at the top cards of my deck for the Grade 1 Galahad. And nothing. Just put them all into bomb the deck. That's not good. From my hand, I ride Knight of Quest Galahad. Ride. And that is it for my turn. End of turn to my opponent. Here comes the Grade 1 Heat Nail Salamander. Battle phase, 6k to 7k, 1 trigger to pass. No guard, taking it. Embodying Arbor Bard, so no damage. Kachink, safe. And if my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I activate the effect of Knight of Quest Galahad. Looking at the top cards of my deck for a Grade 2 Galahad. And nothing again, twice in a row failed. That's not good. All you go to the bomb the deck. From my hand, I ride the Grade 2 Knight of Tribulations Galahad. Ride it, and next I am going to call Pongal to the rear guard and Margal to the rear guard. That should do it. To the battle phase we go. Pongal attacks the Vanguard, 7,000 power. The attack goes through, and chomp, damage check. No trigger, Vortex Dragon, safe. Boosted by Margal. Go, Galahad. 13,000 power. The attack goes through, drive check. Yes, a stand trigger, just what I needed. Restanding Pongal with an additional 5,000 power. 1 damage. Slash. Damage check. Ah, critical trigger. Lucky her. She gets power. No worries, Pongal can still attack. Pongal to the Vanguard. 12k to 11k. The attack goes through. Chomp. 1 more damage. Ah, heal trigger. 2 triggers in a row. And she heals the damage. That wasn't a bad turn, I guess. So, end of my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes the Grade 2 Berserk Dragon and Bar. 17,000 power to the Vanguard. No guard, gonna take it. Drive check. No trigger. 1 damage. Ow! Damage check. Ah, heal trigger. Wasted a heal. No damage to heal. Power wasted. That is not good. And of my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. Skill of the Grade 2 Knight of Tribulations Galahad. Look at the top cards on my deck for the Grade 3. And no, that's 3 times in a row my skills failed. And all these triggers go to the bottom of the deck. That's not good. From my hand, I ride Knight of Godly Speed Galahad. Ride. And the skill of Grade 2 Galahad, Soul Charge 2. Soul Charge. Grade 2 and Grade 1. I move Pongal to the back row. Oops, sorry about that. To the back row. I call Galahad to the rear guard. And I'm next going to, what would be a good choice? You know what? I'm gonna activate Pongo's skill. Into the soul. And I search my deck for Soul Saber Dragon. Add it to the hand. Then I call Soul Saber Dragon. And I call Pixie Fife and Drum to support my back row Galahad in the rear guard. That ought to do it. End of main phase to battle phase. I have 3 stands in deck. There's a good chance. Soul Saber Dragon attacks Berserk Dragon, 10k to 9k. The attack goes through, and boom! 1 damage. Ah, stand trigger. She got lucky. Standing, bar, and power up. I can still attack, so boosted by Marvel. Galahad to Vanguard, 15 to 14. The attack goes through. Twin Drive, first check. No trigger, Soul Saber, and second check. And no trigger. Pongo, 1 damage. Boom, damage check. Ah, another stand trigger. 19,000 power, my remaining Galahad cannot attack, so I have no choice. End of turn. That sucked. She's riding the Grade 3 Vortex Dragon. Main phase skill, Soul Charging 1. Soul Charge, bar. Power to Vortex. And calling Berserk. And Sutherland. Berserk attacks the Vanguard. 20,000. No guard, taking it. Twin Drive, first check. No trigger, Vortex, and second check. Ah, not a critical trigger. Critical to Vanguard, and power to Berserk Dragon. 2 damage to me. Ow! Damage check first. Stand trigger. I give all effects. I stand Margal and power up my Vanguard. Second check. No trigger, Galatine. Attacking the rear guard Galahad. No worries. So no guard, sorry rear guard, and it's gone. End of my host turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I'm gonna save Soul Saber for later, so skipping ride phase, going to main phase. I call Soul Saber Dragon to rear guard. I am next going to activate Galahad skill, Counter Blast 2. Plus 3,000 power and plus 1 critical to Galahad. Then I'm not going to activate Margal skill into Soul. And power to Vanguard. Then I call Pongo to rear guard. That should be enough to the battle phase. First, the rear guard Soul Saber attacks the rear guard Berserk Dragon, 10k to 9k. The attack goes through, and boom, 1 less rear guard to worry about. Boosted by Pongo. Galahad to Vanguard, 24,000 power, 2 criticals. Guarding with Tar and intercept with Sutherland, 25k, 1 trigger to pass. Twin Drive, first check. Yes, draw trigger, just what I needed. I'm going to draw and power up my Vanguard. The second check. No trigger, 2 damage to opponent. The guard has been shattered. Smash! First. Oh no, heal trigger, she heals. She survived, and second check. No trigger. Boosted by Fife and Drum. Soul Saber attacks the Vanguard. 15,000 power. The attack goes through, and boom! Damage check. 6 damage, I win. Not too bad. I got to draw the cards I need to make this deck work for me, and I wasn't expecting my opponent to heal the 6 damage, but I still managed to finish it off in the end, so it was a good way to show how this deck works, and I got to try out the new cards as well, so got win, fought for 6 turns, draw 2 or more in a turn, and defeated in very hard difficulty. Got 16 VP, 50 VP, total 20,170 VP. Pressing A to go next, leaving fight and returning to the CPU fight menu. Here we are in CPU fight, leaving the CPU fight menu, back to fight menu, and returning to the main menu. Here we are in main menu, and off to deck build menu. And we're in the decklist menu. With that, the deck's been built, card effects explained, and I finished testing the deck out in front of you. So first I want to say is thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. I also be able to show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. With that I say goodbye and see you all soon.